Hi, welcome to an embodied breath yoga class. I'm Roxlyn, and I'm looking forward to sharing with you all, connecting to our community. It's a time of chaos and confusion, and so this is the time to have our practice, to be grateful that we can take care of ourselves, to have our practice that we can calm ourselves, which enhances our breath, our circulation, and our immune system. So today our practice is going to be a meditation, a moving meditation on our lungs. So I have this sponge here, a natural sponge, and our lungs are like sponges. And we breathe in, and the air that we take in goes into our lungs. A healthy pair of lungs has 250 million to 800 million little lung buds, alveoli, that take our breath in. So we're going to be exploring that quietness to feel our breath and then to move with our breath. So I'm just going to say, for starting, that your lungs are so big. This is the top ribs. Your lungs attach to the top ribs, they attach to the front ribs, to the side ribs, they attach to your back ribs, and they come down quite low. So we're going to be exploring our breath. I'm going to invite you all to have a chair, and some of you will just be able to sit. Some of you will be a little more comfortable to sit a little higher on a blanket. As you settle down, I'm going to invite you to feel your feet on the floor, to feel your sitting bones and buttocks in the chair. And if your back is leaning against the chair, feel your back. Letting yourself be here in this moment and be with my voice and my breath as well. So I'm going to invite you to take your hands, and some of you, if you have shoulder issues, this is where you keep your hands. Some of you, I'm going to invite you to bring your hands right in behind you, and that's the back bottom lobes of your lungs. And I'm going to invite you to breathe in and to breathe out. And as you breathe in and as you breathe out, can you feel how the ribs ride on your lungs? The ribs are moved by your lungs. And the movement of your lungs helps your ribs to move. And when your ribs move, they assist the movement of your lungs. Then you're going to bring your hands to the side. Now you have your palms, if you can, right under your armpits. And if you can't do that, you'll maybe bring your fingertips on the front. But for those of you who can get on the side, and you'll feel how your shoulder blades can go down, how they can rest on your ribs and back. And once again, you're going to focus on the inhalation, that expanding, and the exhalation, finding your breath rhythm, making it easy, noticing that each breath may be different. And I'm going to invite you not to force the breath to see how much you can take in, but it's a very fine breath coming in and out. And then you're going to bring your hands to the front, to the top lobes of your lungs. And as you breathe in and out, to know that there's a back to that the back of your lungs are in between your scapula They're above your scapula, inside of the ribs. So you feel how the back can expand as well with your inhalation and your exhalation. And now I'm going to invite you to breathe into the back lobes of your lungs, the middle lobes of your lungs, the top lobes of your lungs, and exhale from the top, the middle to the bottom lobes. And then come to your normal breath. And again, forcing these breaths, don't force these breaths. And once again, after your next exhale, breathe into the bottom lobes of your lungs, the middle lobes of your lungs, the top lobes of your lungs, and exhale from the top, the middle, to the bottom lobes of your lungs. Normal breathing. And then the last time, breathing into the bottom, the middle, and the top lobes of your lungs. And exhale, top, middle, and lower. And when you're finished, always bring your hands just right to your thighs. Now I'm going to invite you to interlace your fingers. You're going to bring your hands right behind your head. You might sit up a little more on the edge of your chair. And then as you breathe into the bottom lobes of your lungs, middle, top lobes, you're going to let your heart look right up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, top, middle, and lower, you're going to come right back to center. Normal breaths. Then inhale, bottom, middle, top lobes of your lungs. And exhale, top, middle, and lower. Last time, breathe into the bottom, middle, lower lobes, top, middle, and then exhale, top, middle, lower lobes of your lungs, and then you'll come right down. Now you're going to bring your right hand right to the top, to the middle lobes of your lungs, and that might be on the front for some, coming where you're most comfortable. With your left hand, you're going to breathe into the bottom, middle, top lobes of your lungs. You're going to exhale, top, middle, lower. One more time, breathing in, bottom, middle, top lobes. As you exhale, top, middle, lower lobes of your lungs. Just once again, twice again on that side. Breathing into the bottom, middle, top lobes of your lungs, and exhaling, top, middle, lower lobes. You might have to, as you find your own rhythm, you might find you do more or less of these with each breath. And when it gets too much to follow the movement with the breath, just let it go. Keep moving, keep breathing, and you don't have to worry about synchronizing. Then breathing, both sides, top, middle, bottom, middle, top lobes of your lungs, and then exhale, top, middle, and bottom. And then find your breath filling up from bottom to top and coming down, feeling the width of your breath. And the last time, and coming down. Now we're going to twist. You're going to bring your left hand to the right side, to your right leg, the outside, and then just breathing, finding the breath, the fullness, and the width of your lungs to take you, twist you to your right side, and then exhaling and feeling how you can maybe go a little bit further around. Taking another breath in as you exhale, coming right back to the front. And then the other side, bringing your right hand to the outside of your left leg. As you inhale, feeling the width and the depth and the length of your breath. And as you exhale, and you feel how you can still keep moving. And finding that inhalation and then coming back to center. Last time, last side, bringing your left hand to the outside of your right chair and to your right leg. And as you twist, feeling how the lungs expand and your movement rides the wave of your breath. As you exhale, you can still move. Inhaling, and as you exhale, coming back, taking all the fullness of your emptying and filling as you need to, twisting to your left side, feeling the breath widening and lengthening, and your exhale, how you condense in and move, and then coming back to center. You'll widen your legs a little bit, and then you're going to round. As you round, you'll round your head and your tail. Some of you will keep your hands right on your knees. Some of you will come right to the floor. And you'll give a little push of your feet, a little push of your hands, and you feel how it supports your torso. And then you're going to just bring your awareness to your breath. Breathing in the back, middle, top lobes of your lungs. And exhaling. And expanding your lungs. And then condensing. One last time. Expanding with your breath and condensing. And then you're going to push onto your feet, onto your hands, onto your sitting bones, and you're going to roll right up. You're going to let your arms open right to the side. And then you're going to bring your left hand right to the front of your right lobe of your lung. And you're going to let your lung open up. Feel the breath. That you're not pulling the arm out of the socket, but you feel how that opens up your front of your lungs, and then you're going to come right back. You're going to let both arms come up. You're going to bring your right hand to the top left lung to your ribs, and as you open up, you feel how your ribs and your lungs expand, and your shoulder blade comes in towards your spine. You're not pulling your arms out of your socket. And then you're going to come right back, and you're going to come down. You're going to bring both arms right to the sides of your shoulder. You're going to let your elbows come all the way up. And then you're going to come down, and I'm going to move the phone. And then once again, you're going to let your elbows come up and feel how they come up with the breath. The bottom, middle, top lobes of your lungs. And then you're going to come down. So now I'm going to have you stand. And you're going to let your arms open up. You're going to feel how the lungs open up. Then you're going to let your palms face the floor. You're going to let the back of your hands come together. And you're going to let your fingertips slide together, elbows widen, and breathe into the bottom, middle, top lobes of your lungs. Pausing wherever you have to. Some of you will come all the way up. You'll come where you can. Then you're going to stand. You're going to let your right arm stay. You're going to let your left arm come down. You're going to let that arm come right to the outside. You let the arm come up. You'll let the hands meet in the back, and you breathe in. Bottom, middle, top lobes of your lungs. And then you're going to come right down. Once again, the arms are going to come up. They're going to go back. You're going to let your hands face together in the back. You let your fingertips come up. Now you let your left arm stay down, stay behind you. You let your right arm come down. You let your hand come to the outside of the shoulder, breathing into the bottom, middle, top lobes of your lungs. And then you're going to come down. Now you're going to take your chair and we're going to come to a little modified down dog, up dog series. So some of you, if you feel a little insecure about your chair moving, bring your chair to a wall so that it doesn't slide if you don't have a mat. If you don't have a mat and you're too far away from the wall, I'm going to suggest that you're not pushing your chair forward, but the weight is going down. And then you're going to come into this modified dog pose. And you'll just feel your breath from the bottom, middle, top lobes of your lungs. And you'll exhale, top, middle, and bottom. You'll take a few breaths there on your own. Then you're going to come now to this modified plank pose because I'm going to invite you to keep your heels down. For some of us, it's a big stretch in the calves. And as you're there, once again, bringing your awareness to the depth and the width and the length of your breath. Taking a few breaths there, and then letting your heels come up, letting your tail lengthen up to your head. Your pubic bone is reaching up to your lower lobes of your lungs, the lower front ribs, and take your breaths there. And then you're going to push your hands and you're going to reach your tail back. And you're going to do that sequence 2 more times. Taking 2 or 3 breaths. Then you're going to come to a modified plank pose. Taking 2 or 3 breaths. Then you're going to let the heels lift. You feel the tail coming up to the head. You feel the width and the support of your lungs and your rib cage as they give you this lightness that we connect to heaven and earth, to ground and space. And coming back. And then one last time, the last sequence, that you find that you have more breath in your body. Feet to head, keeping the heels down. Letting the heels come up as you come forward. That you feel your lightness, you feel your form, your physical body, and you start to imagine that you can feel the breath that nourishes every cell in your body. And then taking your time, coming down, and you're going to walk forward. Now you're going to stand. And some of you, if your balance isn't very good, or you're not feeling secure about it, you're going to come and close to the chair. Some of you do more balance work. You'll come a little bit further away from the chair, and you'll bring your leg up. This will also give you more of a stretch for your inner groin. Your hands are going to come on the back of your lungs, the bottom lobes. Again, if you need to, they can be in front. But that as you rock back and forward, you're aware that there's this gentle movement of your ribs in the back, that you haven't stopped the breath. You're not forcing it, but you're making it as smooth as you can. And then this last time you'll come, you'll bring your hand right to the edge of the chair, and you'll let your arm, so I'm not going to fall down. This hand is on the chair. I'm breathing into the whole underside, the whole left side of my lungs. And you're going to let your breath fill you up and make you light on that top side. And then you're going to take your time and you're going to come down. Then we're going to do the other side. You're going to step away from the chair. You're going to bring your leg right up. Bring your hands right to the back lobes of your lungs as you just ride your breath, ride your inhalation and your exhalation. Feel how they support you. That you're inviting sometimes places to breathe into in your lungs that you don't always breathe into. Not forcing. And then this time you'll come, you'll bring your arm right to the chair. As you go over, you feel how you're expanding on both sides, bottom, middle, top lobes. As you exhale, the diaphragm comes up and it supports the movement. And then you'll take your time coming down. You're going to come back to your chair again. You're going to walk your hands back. You'll be into this modified dog. And then you're going to come forward and you're going to bring your shin to the chair. And then you're going to come back into this modified dog. And then you're going to bring your chin forward. And then you're going to come down. Now some of you will continue that. But some of you are going to want to walk back a little bit more. And then this time you'll bring your shin to the chair, and I'm going to have you stay in this rather plank pose, and you'll come back, and you'll have the shin come up, and you'll come back. You'll decide if you want to walk back a little further, have your shin come up and come back. And the further out you get, but not going too far, the practice of ahimsa, nonviolence, starts in your yoga class. And you'll find that this is core work. And then you'll come to down dog. You'll take a pause. And we're going to do that one more time. You can either come first from your down dog. Feeling your breath. And some of you last time will come right to plank pose. That you have a number of variations that make sense for your body today. Then I think I'm going to slide my chair back a little bit because I'm going to invite you to bend up your right leg, and you're going to take your fingers and you're going to put your pointer finger between your big toe and your first toe, and then you're going to interlace your fingers right through your feet. And you're going to make little circles. And you'll remember to breathe, and particularly in the back, that sometimes we forget to breathe into the back bottom lobes. And then you're going to come right to the other side. And then you're going to let the sole of your foot face you, and you're going to let the sole of your foot face away. You're going to let the sole of your foot face you. This is supination. Sole of your foot face away. Last time, and as you do that, there's a steadiness in the knee, that you're not wobbling in your knee. And then you'll come right to a neutral place. Now you're going to take your right hand to the left heel, sole of your foot. And once again, as you twist, you're going to twist through your organs, your bladder, your small intestines, your heart, and you're going to feel the lungs. You're going to feel how the right lungs move forward, left lungs move back, and you're going to feel how there's an invitation to feel a fullness of your inhalation and a fullness of your exhalation. And then you're going to come back to center. You're going to bring your left hand to your right knee as you move through your organs, feeling how your left lung goes forward, right lung goes back. And then taking your time, coming back. Then you're going to put your hands right on your knee and your sole of your foot, widen your elbows. Feel how you can widen your sitting bones. And as you come forward, you feel the balance of your brain, your heart, your small intestines, and your bladder. And then feel your inhalation from the top, middle, from the bottom, middle, top lobes of your lungs. And then empty. And then you're going to press into your feet, into your sitting bones. Let your sitting bones narrow to bring you up. Now you're going to bring your right back of your hand to the right sole of your foot. And then this time you're going to add the twisting, and you're going to add the forward bending as you come down. Easy on your spine and your lower back as you find the support of your lungs and your organs to take you down. And then you're going to come right back up. You're going to twist to the other side, the back of your left hand to the outside of your knee. And you're going to twist through your bladder, through your small intestines. Let your left lungs and left ribs reach to your left hand and feel how the right lung just twists around, feeling the support of your inhalation and your exhalation. And then you're going to come right back. Then we're going to do the other side. You're going to bring your left ankle to your right knee. You're going to take your right hand, the pointer finger between your big toe and the second toe. You're going to make circles in your ankle. And then you're going to reverse. And then you're going to come to supination. The sole of the foot face you. Pronation goes away. You can have a hand on your knee to feel a steadiness there, that you're letting the movement happen in the ankle and the foot. And the lower leg. The lower leg is attached to that foot. And then the last time. Then you're going to bring your left hand to the sole of your left foot. And once again, you're going to twist from your bladder, your small intestines, your heart, your brain. Letting your right lungs go back, left lungs go forward. and coming back to center. Your right hand will come to your left knee. As you twist from the organs from bottom to top, as you breathe from the bottom lobe of your lungs, middle to the top, feeling how the movement of the breath supports the movement of your body, and how the movement of your body supports the movement of your breath, and coming back to center. Bringing the palm of your hand to the sole of your foot, palm of your hand to your knee, widen your elbows. As you come forward, widening your sitting bones. And that you're feeling how your brain is over your heart, over your small intestines, over your bladder. Feel the width of your breath. And then you'll take your time and you push hands and feet and come up. Last time, we're going to twist. You're going to bring the outside, the back side of your hand to the sole of your left foot. And you're going to twist right down and go forward, feeling the breath. And then you're going to take your time coming up. Last side, last time. As you your body twists and go forward, you feel how the right lobes of your lungs support and reach to your right hand, and how the left lungs, they move back and support the twist of the body. And then taking your time to come back. So now we're going to just do a sitting Shavasana. You can do a lying Shavasana with your lower legs on the seat of the chair. But I'm going to have you bring the palms of your hands together. You'll bow your head to your heart. And you'll just take a moment to feel how your feet meet the ground, how your sitting bones meet the floor, how your upper body connects with the space. That you are the interface between body and breath, heaven and earth, and form and essence. Namaste.